Welcome back to Thruxton, round 7 and 8 of the Mini Miglia Challenge, sponsored by Edgecombe's IT. And the first lap of the opening race sees high drama at the complex. David Edgecombe losing it on the grass, clattering into Aaron Smith in the pink car. Mark Cowan and Robert Howard also victims of that incident. Mark Sims there in car number 4 going off independently, here taking to the grass rather too early. And I'm afraid it's not going to stop for him. Paul Clark, his unfortunate victim, and a couple of other cars involved in that one as well. So Kane Astin in the pale blue car, last year's Mini 7 champion, taking the front running away from Sarah Munns, who started on the outside of the front row of the grid. 26 Owen Stinchcombe being passed here by Dave Drew, and they're going around the silver car of Paul Clark, whose first lap incident, it seems, slowing him down. On to the last lap, and our championship leaders wheel to wheel. Kane Astin 5 ahead of Paul Thompson coming in here, but Thompson reduces the margin, clinging on for the narrowest of victories to score his 3rd win of the season, the same as Kane Astin. So the 6-point gap becomes 5, and for Sarah Munns, it's a 3rd podium finish of the season. Well, she and fellow front row starter Colin Peacock will be hoping for a little bit better in race 2. There again on the front row, once more Colin Peacock, car number 2, on pole position. These cars the most advanced minis racing in the series. Slick tyres, 1293cc full race engines. And there is our championship leader Kane Astin, with race 1 winner Paul Thompson alongside. Owen Stinchcombe, car number 26, coming on towards the tail end of the field. And these cars will lap this Thruxton circuit at over 125 miles an hour flat out around the back. Well, over 130 brake horsepower under each right foot as they get away. Decent start from the front row men, but again, look at the pale blue car of Kane Astin. He's having a good run. Good start too from Dave Drew. On board with him, that's Sarah Munns. He moves up into 3rd place. Kane Astin in front. Sarah Munns still there on the outside, or at least what will be the outside as they turn right now into Campbell. Well, good start from Dave Drew. But our leader is Colin Peacock, a little further back with Owen Stinchcombe. He started in 16th position, and now in the long slipstreaming pack. Car number 7 right in front, Dave Edgecombe, the sponsor for the weekend here at Thruxton, and everybody trying to sort themselves out. It is Colin Peacock that leads. Kane Astin in 2nd place. Race 1 winner Paul Thompson is in 4th position. Everyone else getting up to speed around the sweeps of Thruxton. On board with Kane Astin. That's Colin Peacock, the pole sitter, right in front. Kane Astin's fastest lap, just 42 thousandths of a second slower. Oh, but he drifts out onto the grass, and that's going to cost him vital momentum up the hill. Barely a lift. Rule 1 in minis, don't lift, just steer. It'll try and get you out of trouble if it can. Around the outside goes Paul Thompson. Well, that's a great move from him, and there on the outside as well, the green car of Mark Sims. So Colin Peacock leads, Sarah Munns in 2nd, Paul Thompson up to 3rd place. Slipstreaming, just like the slightly lower powered Mini 7s, is absolutely critical in the Miglias around Thruxton particularly. Well, some of the guys there in the midfield involved in the first race accident, and all having a chance to have a much better run here. So it's Peacock and Munns, the 2 orange cars. Thompson in 3rd. Pale blue machine is Astin in 4th. Sims in 5th place. And that is the top 5 right in front of us as we ride with Dave Drew. Lots of steering going on. Now out of Noble. Change up into top, foot flat to the boards. Kane Astin there in 4th place. Qualified 3rd. Let's have a look at the start. On the right, Colin Peacock. On the left, Sarah Munns. Holding the revs and the clutch. Nice launch, just got a little bit of wheel spin and then good drive, but as he slips inside Sarah Munns, Colin Peacock not quite giving him the room that he needed to try and move by. Now then, climbing the hill, top 2 in race 1. Paul Thompson, the white car with the red roof, and right behind him, Kane Astin. On board with Astin, around the outside there goes Dave Drew. He's going for the lead, he's got it. Outside line or inside, both work there at the club chicane. 4th is Sarah Munns, 5th is Colin Peacock. Oh, and contact further back. Behind Paul Clark in 7th, Tony LeMay gets turned sideways by Robert Howard. Oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars, all in this tight knot. On the right, 99, Mark Cowan, as we ride with Owen Stinchcombe. On the left, 69, Tony LeMay, guy who just got squeezed out of 8th place. This is frantic stuff. Pink car in front of us is Aaron Smith. Whoa, hard on the brakes. They got bigger brakes in the Mini Miglias because they got more speed, and slick tyres give you the opportunity to use a bigger brake to slow down. There is 7th, the silver car on its own, Paul Clark, and that string behind, they will catch him. Again with Kane Astin, 3rd place. Paul Thompson with the red roof going through into the lead ahead of Dave Drew. Don't forget, Drew took the lead at the top of the hill last time. We're still only halfway round the lap. And right behind them, Sarah Munns with the white roof, and then the battle behind them, Colin Peacock and the green car of Mark Sims. It's going to be Thompson that leads. Munns lunges up the inside. Great move from Sarah Munns. Kane Astin goes through as well. Dave Drew stuck on the outside, gets a little tap from Colin Peacock, who goes through, and Dave Drew finds himself shuffled from 2nd all the way down to 5th position. Mark Sims behind. Well, a great move by Sarah Munns, like Kane Astin, graduating from the Mini 7s up to Miglias. And she's been racing Minis for about a decade. There she is right in front of us now. We're with Kane Astin, 09 Mini 7 champion, and leading the race at the moment, Paul Thompson, the 05 and 08 Mini 7 champion. And it's 4 wide. Sarah Munns goes for the lead. She's going to get it as well. Colin Peacock, runner-up in the Miglias last year, on the outside, up to 2nd place in car number 2. Great move by him as well. Fantastic stuff. And Dave Drew, last year's Mini Miglia novice champion, still there in 5th position, but it's Sarah Munns that leads. Oh dear, Mark Cowan in 99 and Aaron Smith in 21. Well, looks like Smith is definitely out, and Dave Edgecombe has been through the pits as well. Not sure what ailed him. Mark Cowan bails out as well. And unfortunately, a bit of a misunderstanding there. While they clear up, the safety car will be scrambled. Well, let's take a look again. The battle for 7th goes through, and behind it's unlucky 13th place being disputed. And Mark Cowan just couldn't quite hold on to that tank slapper. Aaron Smith, the unfortunate man, on the outside. So, going green flag racing once more. Sarah Munns the leader from Kane Astin. Colin Peacock in 3rd position. And the field racing for position once more. Battle for 7th led by Robert Howard. We're just behind them with Owen Stinchcombe. He's in 9th position as Sarah Munns leads them into the complex. Well, 3 podiums so far for Sarah Munns, couple of 3rd places and a 2nd, but yet to stand on the top step. Will she get the chance to do so? 2008 Mini Miglia novice champion Owen Stinchcombe still battling in the top 10, but for 19-year-old ex-karting rookie Aaron Smith, it's all over for race 2. Final lap, last time up to the chicane. Sarah Munns on the inside, Kane Astin, the blue car, in the middle, and gasps from the crowd as the first 3 get sideways. Munns is spat out, Astin as well. It's going to be Dave Drew who takes it from Paul Thompson and Colin Peacock, and that's an absolutely classic Thruxton last lap sort out. Last of the late breakers, Mark Sims and Tony LeMay 4th and 5th, and the battle behind, Paul Clark holding on. Sarah Munns rejoins, she'll finish in 12th place, but for Kane Astin there will be no finish, I'm afraid. The car won't make it to the line. So Dave Drew took victory in the 10-lap fastest race of the season. Average speed 86.5 miles an hour. Last lap then with Astin. Look in the mirror, Munns comes up the inside. There's contact there, contact 2 with Thompson, and he just can't hold it, trying to sort it out, and unfortunately He and Sarah Munns are both out on the last few hundred metres. So it's a first win for Dave Drew. He, Paul Thompson and Colin Peacock now move into the top 3 in the championship ahead of the non-scoring Kane Astin, turning the championship battle on its head at Thruxton.
It's my 16th race. I've had 3 podiums now, but this is the first win. This is the big important one, and I couldn't do it at a better place to do it.
Did it fall to you, or you had a bit of a plan there?
Well, my initial plan was to just stay 3rd or 4th right the way through to the last lap and just pick the toe up. And as it worked out, I led for about lap 3 or something like that, dropped off, and it just panned out just perfect for me. And the last incident on the last bend actually set me up for the corner even better.
Paul, a first and a second over the weekend, it's not a bad weekend's work, is it really?
No, you couldn't ask for more. It was, I mean, that last race was awesome. You know, if you could be in there, you'd know what it's like, but it just brilliant. And to finish second today puts me ahead of the points lead as well, so that's just really good.
Colin, yesterday you missed out on the podium, so happy to be on the bottom step there.
Yeah, I was. I was just unfortunate to be leading the last lap. You know, that's the one lap you don't want to be leading on, and just got swamped. But great race, fantastic, and yeah, it makes it slightly better for yesterday. But 2 double poles this weekend's fantastic.
As a mini racer myself, I may be biased, but again at Thruxton, the Minis put on a spectacular show.